Welcome back. Hey, this is a very precarious vinyl finds video. I'm in an apartment way above Melbourne, Australia. I just thought I would do a vinyl finds from all the way up here. I'm in Melbourne for work this week and I had a chance to go to 2 record stores. I sort of have to weirdly crouch to be in the frame. So I thought I would do a bit of a video. So I got a few things and I haven't had a chance to listen to them, obviously being over here. So I'm going to show you what I got. So there won't be any super in-depth descriptions, or I guess this will definitely be more of a unedited video, no fancy graphics, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll just see if I can show you without falling off the balcony. I'm quite a long way up here, but that's sort of looking north towards the outer outskirts of Melbourne. And then yeah, there's lots of construction and building going on around here. So yeah, unfortunately I can't put the camera up any higher because it's quite windy up here and I don't want the camera to be able to fall over the edge, so I'm going to have to sort of be chopped off or I have to crouch down a bit. But yeah, vinyl finds. I've got some really cool stuff, mostly reissues and a couple of used things, which I'll show first. The first one is something that is not really expensive, but for some reason it take me so long to try and track it down, and that's this record here, which is Vangelis's Hypothesis. This is a very early Vangelis record that it seems to be really hard to find for me anyway. I just can't spot it anywhere. It's one of those records where every time I go to a secondhand store, I will always look in the Vangelis bin hoping to see this, and it's never there. So I'm very happy to see this. I picked this up at Licorice Pie Records. This is basically a freeform jazz electronic record, really loose and out there. Of note is Tony Oxley on drums, who I'm a really big fan of. I think he's an amazing free jazz UK drummer. So yeah, looking forward to doing a deep dive into this. But I mean, look at that fantastic artwork. Vangelis Hypothesis. There he is. So super stoked with that. The next one is called Procession by French composer Bernard Exlotl. I don't know how you exactly pronounce that. And it's with violinist Daniel Kovalka. Now, when I saw this, I'm aware of it and I've seen the cover before. I've seen it talked about a couple of times. And there's a turntable in the store, so I dropped the needle on it and I was really blown away. This is a mixture of ambient music and drone music and synthesizers and violins. This came out in 1983 and this is a UK pressing. If that cover doesn't sell you as well, Procession by Bernard Exlotl, I won't pronounce that. This one is on a really cool label called Nada Pulse. There we go. Apologies if the ambient noise is too loud. We will see. I can hear lots of trams going about their day. Alright. I'm just checking everything's working. A record that I should have had a long time ago that I finally got a copy of. This is the repress of Dadawa's Peace and Love. Absolutely monster, deep reggae record, amazing production, some really nice funky touches to it. Yeah, it's an essential reggae record. I'm really happy to finally get a copy. This is very easy to get and still really cheap, so recommend it. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, look at that for a cover. Amazing. I finally found this, a second-hand used reissue on the Black Fire label. This, of course, originally came out in Strata East. A Message from Mozambique by Juju. I have never listened to this in its entirety, but as far as I can tell, it's a deep spiritual jazz record with bits of funky elements to it. So I'm very excited to give this a spin when I get home. Really cool. Back to some more reggae. This is Prince Far Eye, Palms of Eye. So this is a dub chant record, basically with Prince Far Eye reading out religious texts and pieces from the Bible, but just in this really cool like Rasta dub reggae way. This is a reissue. Unfortunately, I found an original of this for $10 more at the second record store I went to, so I was kind of annoyed that I probably paid a little bit too much for this reissue. But yeah, happy to finally get it. Prince Far Eye, Palms for Eye, Psalms. I've just finished a long day of work, and I've been really busy, so my brain's really fried. But yeah, super cool. This one is a reissue from 2019 of the 1984 record by Carlton Hester and what were they called? The Contemporary Jazz Art Movement. This is a really San Francisco. So this originally came out in 1982, San Francisco. This is a really wonderful spiritual jazz, I guess funky, but I suppose it's like avant-garde, but with lots of flutes in it, but done really, really well. It's a super interesting. I've listened to this online quite a few times, so happy to finally get that. Originally came out in '83, so this is the first repress, which I think is unofficial, but yeah, I'm never going to find an original copy, so really happy to get that. Carlton Hester, really great. And last one is a record I've been wanting for quite a while, and I recently picked up another one of theirs, but this is Actuala Tapeto Volante. I really like their third record, which I have at home, and I'm going to talk about it properly in detail. But this is, their first record. This is their third record. Look at that fantastic artwork. And they're sort of a Italian mixed, it's basically spiritual jazz in a really, not really jazzy way. It's really hard to describe what it is, with folky elements and just, yeah, really cool. I don't know what this one sounds like, but it's been on my want list for ages, and I love this cover. So there we go, really happy with that. Yeah, done. I don't think I have time to go to any more record stores, unfortunately. Tomorrow is my work's Christmas party, and the theme is all white. So I've got to go and iron my outfit. I'm going to order in some takeaway, and that's going to be all. But yeah, it's just me by myself in Melbourne. What else can I show you? I'm not going to show you the inside of the apartment because it's very messy. But I wonder if I can show you down here. There's some... Oh, it's really scary. I don't want to do that. Basketball courts over there. Yeah, it's holding the camera above my head. There we go. That's Melbourne for you. God, what a horrible angle. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye.
So after finishing up the video, I did manage to squeeze into a last record store right before I was about to leave to come back to New Zealand, and I'm glad I did because I found some really fantastic reggae records. I've been in a massive reggae hole, I suppose you would call it at the moment, really getting some killer stuff and really having my mind blown. This is one of them, dubbed to Africa by Prince Farah and the Arabs. This is on Precious Sounds. I'm really happy to get this. It's been on my want list. It's an original 1995 pressing on Precious Sounds. There is an original Jamaican pressing, which is probably very hard to get, but this is a wonderful dub record. I'm looking forward to really spending some time with this because I've only been back this weekend, but yeah, really cool. So much, like there's these really nice vocal bits that sort of comes in by Prince Farex, you know, with little introductions to the next song, or little spoken word bits that just really sort of could be distracting, but really break it up really well. It's really tight and heavy, and yeah, really good, and quite a bit of variation too. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Dub to Africa. One that I've been after for ages, Jackie Mittoo Macafat. This is a very early Studio One Jamaican pressing. Fantastic. What a groove. Some really nice stuff here. Jackie Mittoo being a keyboard player. Yeah, Macafat. Absolutely iconic artwork. The tracks that I do know really well is Good Feeling, Lazy Bones, and Ghetto Organ. Yeah, really good. I found what I thought was going to be an upgrade to my copy of this, because my copy has a whole bunch of like backfill noise on the tracks towards the end of the record on both sides, because it's pressed massively off center. So I thought this was going to be an upgrade copy, but turns out this thing is noisy as all hell too. So now I've got two pretty average copies of this, and they're both kind of bad in different ways. So that's a shame, but it was quite cheap, which I was quite surprised. I thought I'd take the risk. This was a little bit expensive, but I was really happy to get it. Dr. Alimentado, best Twist chicken in town. Obviously, Massive Attack sampled this. This was a really big important record in the UK for a lot of punks moving into reggae. Like, it was like the go-to DJ record. This is absolutely wonderful, and probably a really good starting point if you wanted to get into some of the more off the track, I guess, reggae stuff. Really wonderful. This is on the Green Sleeves label. Probably check out the track I Killed the Barber, which is, yeah, really cool. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the one. Can't Conquer Natty Dreadlocks, I think, is the one that's got the Massive Attack thing. But the really cool thing about this is what I quite enjoyed reading. I don't know if you can see it here, but it tells you where each side the vocal studio was and who was the engineer behind it. So some were done at Black Ark, some at King Tubby, some at Channel 1, with Upsetter and King Tubby doing bits and pieces, which is kind of a cool little story here. But yeah, this is yeah, I'm just reading it. All tracks inspired by Ja Feeling Inside, yeah, by Dr. Winston Alimentado. Absolutely wonderful record. Please check that out. But yeah, really happy with that. I'm so glad I decided at the last minute to just check in there and pick up those. So, smiles all round. That is all. Hope you enjoyed. Alright guys, I will see you very, very soon. I promise. Bye.